just in a state of shock because thank you. The pro drivers were, you just put mustard on me. The pro drivers were so good and so skilled and so fast. I just, it's one of these things where when you win as a celebrity, Rutledge, you'll learn this next year. It's just nice to be called a pro for a couple of weeks, and then you get your doors blown off as soon as you get on the track. So I was just excited to be in that group of guys that were that fast, and to win it is something I never dreamt of.
Brett Davern finished second, and really sort of came out of nowhere, Brett. I mean, you got up with the leaders real quick. How'd you do it?
Well, I've been telling everybody that I felt like I was fast. So, I'm glad that it wasn't complete BS. I have no idea, honestly. I don't even really remember what happened out there. I remember taking Michael Chuko, I think, on the first lap, but then he took it right back, and it was definitely a lesson learned. And I don't know. I saw a few openings and just tried to go for them and just run a good race. And it was just important to try to put on a good show and run a good, clean race and have everybody finish. So.
Now, it got a little tight there. Now, Rutledge, of course, is our champion. Big hand for our champion right here. Rutledge, it seemed like you were waving to the crowd at the start of the race instead of the end of the race. Slow start. What happened there?
I want to be totally honest. I have no idea, but I was right there next to Mark. We had said, okay, this will be a good pace. Let's sit just like this. Great. Where's Mark going? That's weird. And he was gone.
I have to tell you, I forgot we're doing 2 parade laps. So when we're coming out of the hairpin into Shoreline after the first parade lap, and Andy Bell had his hand out the window and he's waving and honking the whole time, I thought, wow, is this guy either super casual or high? I was like, wow, is this guy loose? And then I forgot we won around.
Yeah, the 2 laps out there. Well, certainly, Rutledge, you were able to come back from that. And we were talking earlier, you say you don't even remember actually regaining the lead.
I don't know at what point it's like being in a fight. Like someone would need to read it back to me right now because I just was trying so hard. Like anytime you do something like that, you try not to wreck yourself. And
Have you been in a lot of fights?
I have not. I've been in one fight in 6th grade. Richard Davis punched me repeatedly in the face. We're still friends though. I just tried to. I thought, all right, well, third, I can deal with 3rd place. That's still pretty good. And I passed Glenn back real quick. I don't totally remember passing Mark, but I knew I tried to be clean. And then I took the Bill Fichtner rule, and Adam told me to do the same thing, just don't look in your mirror. So I just moved the mirror that way. And then I got up on close to my Wanda Sykes, and I just tried to give her plenty of room and was very sweet with her. And apparently that was a great door opening because Brett Davern came out of nowhere. And the last 2 laps were probably my worst times because I didn't look up in the mirror. I didn't need to. I could hear him. And another 2
you
laps.
got a little shaky at one point there, but you were able to hold him off. There you are, the champion right there.
He was racing a hell of a race. I would have never even been, even as it wasn't that close at the end, but it wouldn't have even been that close if he hadn't come up against one.
Steve, I do need to mention my ringer here. Adam helped me so much last year. I was so worried about wrecking that he saw that, and as a car guy, we both love funky old cars, he said, okay, I'm going to take this little bird under my wing. I'm going to help him a lot, help me this morning.
Little bird.
And,
233 pounds. Flail under my wing.
He needed a big wing, but nonetheless, so it was awesome. Thank you guys.
Let's bring on Kate Del Castillo back here again. Kate, for the lady represented Rutledge. How was it? One thing we know about Kate, she can hang with the guys anytime. But how was it this year? I mean, it just seemed like there was a lot of respect going out on the course.
Yes, not anymore. Not tonight though. No, I just had a good time. This was just different, and I felt much better and much more confident. But I saw nobody in my mirror, and I was like, damn, really, I'm with the pros now. Like, I'm not with the pros, with the guys, celebrities, and I'm the only woman. Nobody's coming up. Like, what happened? And then I was almost tapping Dave. And so I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. I'm with the guys. And so I'm very competitive. I wish I was first, of course. But it's not like that. And I'm pretty happy.
But you did a great job out there. And of course, For Dakota Meyer, who has been such a prize for this year's race. Dakota, this is my 19th year with this race, and you literally pulled off the single greatest move I've ever seen. I mean, you did a 360. You didn't hit the wall. You held your position. I mean, I guess you almost have to see it to believe it. We saw it, but what was it like to be in the car?
No, I mean, I just knew that every time I was facing the wall, I downshifted in a second. That way I would have a little more RPMs and stuff because I was losing speed. And once I knew, like you get loose sometimes, but I knew once I felt it coming on around that I was too loose. And I knew it was going to be hard to recover. So what I did was I stopped on the gas and cut into it to try to spin the car back around. And what happened was I stomped on the gas too hard, and then I'm facing the wall, so I did it again. And I come back, and then I seen that I was about to touch the wall, so I went ahead and took it all the way around. I was already in the middle, so I wanted to go ahead and have some space and do a 360 and then come out of it.
You were badass,
So you guys will get to see the race tonight.
I can't wait to see it.
Where was he when he did the 360?
Huh?
Where on the track was he?
Turn 10, right before the hairpin. It was there's not a whole lot of room there. I mean, he was right on Truco's rear and then just complete 360. We have Les Unger here, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, there he is. Les, this was a great race this year, really was, and it's a testament to the training and everything else that prepares these celebrities to do what they did on the track today.
Well, I'm Danny McKeever and the instructors at Fastlane. They do a fabulous job. They've been with us for over 2 decades, doing the training, 4 to 6 days out at Willow Springs, and then back here at Press Practice Day, 10 days before the race. And it's a testament to Danny and his fleet of instructors as to how professional they are and the input that they provide. And obviously, you saw the results of this today. Not only today, but I think for the last 3 years, somebody commented that we have not had, in the last 3 years, races, I don't think we've had a single full course yellow flag lap. So I mean, that's a testament. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. It was awesome to watch everybody do so well.
All right, we'll take any questions right now that anyone has for any of our drivers or for Les. Just raise your hand. We'll bring a mic. We have
Stripes, how about you?
Laura with Long Beach Live. I just want to say, Rutledge, you have a little bit of an advantage. This is not your first time on this track. Do you feel that that mattered in your winning?
Yes.
You know what? I've said this and I really meant it. I was so nervous last year about wrecking, and then all of my friends and people that watch Top Gear making fun of me more than they already do, that I drove like I didn't want to wreck the car. I let 2 people around me last year, one of which crashed a half a lap later, the other finished 8 feet in front of me. So I think for me, it was just really important. I did my best to try to win that pole because I thought that was so cool what People Magazine did, and the fact that Toyota said, yes, let's do this together. Victory Junction in Randleman, North Carolina, got $15,000. That was amazing. For me, I felt like weekend's over. The hospital visit on Thursday is what this whole thing's about. Today's just fun. Thursday to get to be here for Racing for Kids, to see Dakota in his Medal of Honor and to see people just light up. The Jackson Rathbone from the Twilight Saga, walking down a hallway, this guy does a double step like he's going for Jackson right over to Dakota, and we were both like, yes! Yes, MTV, take that! Like, it was huge!
Hey, no, wait, I'm on MTV.
No, I just, I mean, MTV generation, basically all of your fans, all of your, but like that was such a huge thing that we all get to be here together and shine. So I'll be honest, I just did not think about the race that much. I just didn't want people to be upset tonight or any fake fights. And I did take Kate to go watch drifting last night, and I think that probably helped. The 2 of us know what not to do in the hairpin. But apparently that was all you were thinking about. You said, I'm going to put on I can't beat a fan favorite already. You're the hero. But then I didn't realize you directed the whole thing. Like that's.
Well, so what I figured was like we're down to like 3 or 4 laps. I'm not gonna win, so I'm not gonna be known for being a winner. You know what I mean? So I've got to find a way to get people to talk about me.
You did it. I think that's what they say. If you're not going to win, spin and get out of it.
Records or checkers.
Yeah, in the highlight reel. Next question. Anybody for any of our drivers here? I guess we covered everything.
You have a question there, Stripes? You're just holding your, no, he's just holding his hand up. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
I got a question, Dick and Ware with the Motorsports Report for Les. There was a rumor in the paddock this weekend that this might be the last Pro Toyota Celebrity Race. Is there any truth to that rumor?
Well, we haven't made a final decision in that area. You know, we're gonna leave that up to the Grand Prix Association to see which way they wanna go down the road, but one thing's for sure, we will continue to provide the training and press practice day, the cars, the sign-up, RSs, the whole 9 yards, driving instructors, training on a wheel, so on and so forth. So it's gonna be up to the Grand Prix Association as to how they want to proceed, but we're still going to be involved, absolutely. As we
I hope
understand.
so, because I get to come back as a pro. So I don't, that's kind of the deal. 3 years in a row. Now, and
We
if-
didn't want to tell you, Rutledge, it was because of your victory.
Oh no! I'd like to lobby for Corolla winning the celebrity and then again pro the following year. I think that might make him double pro, so he should definitely come back also.
We need to come back.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
the title,
it's a great event. I hope it keeps going every year because right after we leave this press conference, I'm going to start badgering Les about letting me back in next year. Try to get that first place finish.
Can I say one thing, Steve? I know we have questions. This was the most fun I've ever had.
and
Ever. It was so much fun, and I have no idea how this is possible. Chip Ganassi rode a tiny scooter over along with Courtney Hansen to give me a high five. That was one of those funny moments in life where you're like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, thanks, Chip. Oh, yeah, thanks. You are awesome, and thank you. So thank you, Les and Toyota, making that.
Be here next year, regardless of whether the event is going on or not. Whether
On the
it's involved or
champagne.
not, it does not matter. Rutledge and I will be here 1 year from today. Yes, sir.
so Adam,
Well, as we say, when you look at the list of great driving champions in the history of this legendary event, you guys' names are on that. You know, you got the Unsers, the Corollas.
The first time that's ever happened.
I know. I thought you might like that. Any other questions?
Finally, they can say, we got wood.
Yeah.
no, I just want
Too soon?
to. I want to
More
say
questions? Yes, follow.
Rutledge. Back to finish that. So continuing on with your thought, and you want to come back, and Adam wants to come back.
Yes.
So then next year, the 40th Toyota Grand Prix of Long Beach, the Toyota Pro Celebrity Race, then it would follow that it would be sponsored by Top Gear USA.
There you go.
That's a great idea. Let's call history. That sounds wonderful. Also, are you available to be my agent? Because that sounds like we're on the same wavelength.
Let's do that.
You saying let's call history sounds as bizarre as yesterday when you said, I want to thank people.
Let's just call Mesozoic era.
That's right.
And
Everyone who's been born, I want to thank you.
History Channel. I'm sorry.
This phone
I'm
cord
sorry.
check.
It's a big check.
Any other questions?
Right
You
up
have a
front,
question
yes,
right
sir.
up front?
Yes, sir. Right up front.
Hi, so, well, we all know Adam does vintage racing and things like that, but have any of the rest of you caught the bug? Do you foresee yourself doing anything else in racing?
100% addicted. I was a huge fan of racing before this. I was able to do a movie this year called Board Race Fast Track. And so I got to do a little bit of driving, not much. The stunt guys did most of the work, but so it really just kind of reinforced that love of racing and driving already. And so then I started badgering Toyota to let me in here, and thank God they did. And it was a lot of fun, and now it's just a full-blown addiction that'll become a hobby.
He's wearing sunglasses on top of his cap.
Yeah.
That should let you know, sir.
Very serious.
I'm serious about this. My my first competitive race ever, and everyone was so great. Rutledge and Adam and everybody was just so welcoming, and it was really a lot of fun. And I think, just running a clean race was really important to us, and so hopefully we did that.
But the red
Kate,
sign
I'm proud of
was to
that.
knock out one of the 20 logos that's on your.
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Yeah.
Kate here got to pretend to be a NASCAR driver and racer.
That's right.
Yes, I shot,
All year. Did you get I think that helped with, that had to have made you want to come back more.
no, totally, no, actually, we shot that whole series because of this last year, so I finished here, and then I went with my partner, and I said, let's do our little own thing, with the cars that I love, and
Can you
so.
remind me the name of the series?
Arranque de pasión,
Can you say it again?
arranque de pasión.
Can you say that but touch my hair right above my
Arranque de pasión.
It's the best show. It's the best show you've ever seen. And if you don't watch it, you're doing yourself a disservice. And what, Dakota, we're from the South. Racing to us is an El Camino in a dirt parking lot. But you've been racing a bunch.
No, I've been racing a little bit. We race everywhere we go. That's just how it is in Kentucky. We get on the roads and we just drive as fast as we can. I tell you, after I received the medal, my hometown honored me, and they gave me the Dakota Meyer Highway, and I gotta tell you, I drive down that thing just like I drive out there on the track. I'm looking at putting some toll booths up to bring in some revenue.
Now we're talking.
That'll pay for racing.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, guys.